Oi, oi, guys. Great to see ya. I hope you're having a great start to your week. And I wanted to do a recording. I'm actually putting this out on a Monday. But I'm hoping you're going to all having a decent start to your week and keeping in that PMA. Keeping in that PMA, guys, it's important. Positive mental attitude and that PPA, the positive progressive actions you're doing to get you there, yeah? So it's important keeping that going. But I have some notes written down today. Blimey, oi, oi, something's changing. Yeah, things are getting a little bit better, right, with the old equipment and stuff. So I got some notes, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a message out there for the limiting energy that we use. You know, that we use what are we actually doing when we're limiting our energy? We're listening to fears that does not lead us towards success. And what I mean by that, it could mean anything, right? Success. So it's funny how when you tell somebody what's success and they go straight to monetary, right? It doesn't actually mean that. So, you know, limiting your energy against what you really want, the goals, the ambitions, the directions that you want to go. Yeah. It's an important thing to have in your head of an awareness of what's going on with your limiting beliefs and how that's stopping you. You know, I know when I was growing up myself in a part of London, in southeast part of London, and looking at the richer areas of London and saying I don't belong there. That comes from programming and messages and, you know, on both sides, not making each other welcome and feeling certain ways, and you pick up programs and messages, and then, you know, as time goes on, when you're starting to get into that career and you're starting to make that money, you know, guilt might start working its way in. Think about that. Why would guilt start working its way in? Well, maybe you've bettered yourself. Maybe you're doing a lot better than where you was, and you start to feel guilty for that because you're making the choices and making the decisions to work yourself there. But then it can come to a certain point where that can get so strong that will become a limiting belief, meaning it's going to limit you from going forward at some point in time. If we don't know how to work through these things or have tools to be able to work through these things, we're going to get limited. You know, how many times have you been told that spending money is a bad thing? Yeah. Yeah, then you're going to reach a point where, you know, it could be working the other way against you. Where if someone's telling you that, hey, spending money is not a good thing, that's a bad thing, or keep putting your money in the bank, what you're spending money for, then you could start having the belief where you're starting to hold and we're starting to want to make more. There's got to be something wrong somewhere then, waiting for doom. Why? What's going on? Have I got to be prepared? And then you're going to start getting into where it's never enough. It's never enough. Now where you're putting you're still in suffering. It doesn't matter that you're making a way above what even your means may be. If you haven't got a good, solid relationship and a good relationship when it comes to money, then pasts are going to mold us in that direction of the way our thinking goes. And like I said, it can go different ways. Now you could be looking at other people coming in and everybody's trying to take your money, or someone's trying to take advantage of you all the time, always paranoid, looking over your shoulder. It's not good. It's not a good place to be, right? What about relationships? What about relationships? How many of us go in front of the mirror and look in the mirror and go, oh, right? Not liking what we see. Have we been told from the kids that you're putting on too much weight, or stop putting the food in your mouth, or being made to feel like a certain way about the way you look? These can all be limiting factors. Because what happens when you get into relationships and now you don't feel good enough for that person? You're not believing what they're telling you. You don't understand why you can't just take that they are saying that they care and love about you, and you can't seem to connect with that. What about that career that you may be looking for? Maybe in the modeling careers. And you got that thought pattern where someone's put you down all the time and you've been standing there as a kid thinking that you're not good enough. But as you get older, you want that career and you're all about it. You've got the passion, you've got the love, you've got the want. You're doing everything for it. You're going through the classes. You're doing everything that's possible to get yourself into that direction. And this doesn't just come down to modeling. This can come down to any kind of limited belief in the same direction. Believe in doubt, having doubt because you've been told this. That will become a limiting. Think about it. Limiting beliefs. It's going to limit you going forward in some kind of way. So think about those relationships. Think about when your partner says, you know what, you look great. Don't stand there going, do I? With a non-belief of self. They are wanting to give you a beautiful compliment. They are wanting to show you their heart and their love and a connection with you. What kind of message does it send when you're not believing what they're telling you? What kind of message does that send? Look at yourself and start seeing different. And I'm going to go into some things that you can do. Some things that you can help you out. And I've got 6 things on here that can help you out. The first one, and these are in no kind of order, by the way. There is no order to these. I'm just going to go down each one and then have a little bit of an explanation if there is any needed. Some of them are kind of self-explanatory, but you'll be surprised how many of us don't use any of this. You've got to stop and think of where this is all coming from and what you can do. Structure your mind around wanting something different. Structure it around progress. Structure it around growth and wanting to know more about who you are. And then you can start looking at these points with a little bit more depth. Where's your energy at the moment? In that moment in time, where's your energy? Because if you walk into situations and your energy is always already down, when you have those doubts, or you're walking in with your head down because you don't believe in yourself and the self-esteem, you're not setting yourself up for anything that's going to be any kind of decent hour, let alone day. So your limiting beliefs are going to feed off of that. Your insecurities are going to feed off of that. Have you ever heard the thing, fake it till you make it? That's a true saying. By the way, there is actual research that is absolutely true. And I've just been watching someone today on a podcast, on an interview, that was even saying that he had this limiting belief around money. So he kept on telling himself a mantra of saying how he is worth it and it's okay to have the money. And then it came. So these limiting beliefs are going to pull your energy down and it's going to feed. So fake it, pull your shoulders back, walk with a purpose, look at yourself in the mirror and see yourself as someone that's awesome, someone that's willing to move forward, someone that's standing there and is willing to look at the awareness they have and move forward and structure themselves in a way that where they can walk into growth. Pulling your shoulders back and walking with a purpose not only tells your mind that I'm worth it, but it lets everybody else know around you that you have that energy. And yeah, I'm worth it. Think about that. Even if you're not believing it right now, here's what I want you to do right now. If you're not believing it right now, just sit up straight, pull your shoulders back, lift your chin up, and tell yourself, I'm worth it. You may not believe it right away, but I tell you right now, your body chemistry is going to change without you even knowing it. Know that things are a challenge, right? It might be what you want, absolutely, but things are going to be a challenge. This is going to be a challenge. Where do you want to put it? Where do you want to use your challenge? Do you want to look at your challenge in a downward like we just spoke about, where your shoulders roll forward and not feeling kind of confident? Or do you want to face that challenge with your shoulders back? And whatever comes, you will learn. Whatever comes, you will do. And move through it, working with the challenge, working with the mind. Next one, number 3, see yourself there already. Play that role like we've just been talking about, pulling your shoulders back, seeing yourself there. Seeing yourself there. When you can close your eyes and put yourself in the position where you want to be, your body chemistry will change to that situation. Believe it or not. You don't have to believe me, go and look it up. In fact, the one guy to look up is Joe Dispenza. Dr. Joe Dispenza. Go and look him up. I watched an interview with him the other day and he was just speaking about this. So it's changing your body chemistry in the future, but you're in the present. But when your body already feels that, now you know you can go to that. Your body knows it can go to that, and so does your mind. But you've got to put yourself there. So see yourself as already having it, pushing yourself towards it. Watch what you tell yourself. Number 4, watch what you tell yourself. Those what-if thoughts, the what-if thinking that comes in. It's never good, right? It's never good. It's always a what-if and negatives. There's always negatives involved. I don't think I've had a what if and a warrior response. I don't think I ever have. I think it's always been what if and negative, right? If we go into that what if state. So when you go in, when it comes in, you got a what if and a negative thought. Counteract it. Counteract it with the what if and the opposite in a positive. Because it's all about changing the program. It's all about seeing a different you going forward and moving forward. If you want to start a journey, it's about totally changing self and moving towards where you want to go. So this is all part of that process. Changing the what if thinking. What if and a negative? Come back right back with a what if and a positive. Right back at it. And this you do, even if you do not believe it, you do it over and over and over again. Because when you come back with an alternative, you're giving the mind an alternative, and you want to give the brain alternatives. If it's one track, that's all it's doing, whether that be good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, great movie. But whatever it is, it's going to move in that direction. Take control of your mind. Give it alternatives. Number 5, get the help. Get the help. Work on you. Gain some tools. Go and look at some of my videos. Hit that subscribe button and the like, because I give tips and I have a podcast out there where I give things out there which are tools for you to be able to use. They're great things to have in your back pocket, different ways of thinking. But it's much better if you can sit down in front of somebody and get their help. Have somebody neutral that can look at you, look at your story, and sometimes call us out on our shit. Yes, sometimes call us out on our shit. But it takes someone calling us out on our shit sometimes, and it takes us hearing it. Does it hurt? Yeah. But you ain't going to be able to get that from a friend or a family member, even if it's an acquaintance. You're not going to be able to hear it, because straight away you've got connection with these people. It doesn't work. You're going to be more inclined to listen to someone that's neutral. You're going to be more inclined to build that relationship with that person that's neutral to know that they're in your corner and they're looking out for you. So work with someone, please work with someone. And number 7, and we all seem to forget this, enjoy the process of it all. We're so wrapped up in all the fears and the what if thinking and the unknowns. And by the way, the unknown becomes your playground right now. The unknown becomes your playground right now. Think about what I just said. Think about a kid in a playground. Make it a playground. Make it a sweet shop. Remember them sweet shops that you walked in when you was a kid? Wow. What's that? What's that? What's in this? What's in that? Learning, wanting to know. That's where you go when you step into the unknown, because that is now your playground on your journey. You're always going to be stepping into the unknown. There's going to be fears, but there's going to be unbelievable growth if you do it. Unbelievable growth if you do it. And it's enjoyable. You get a sense of pride. Your worth comes back. Purpose comes back. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the process of working with this. Enjoy the process of being able to work with the limiting beliefs and changing the whole process to your advantage, to where you can move forward. Don't give up on yourself, guys. Don't give up on yourselves. Don't listen to those limiting beliefs, and don't listen to other people's limiting beliefs, because what might not work for them may be an absolute godsend to you. Give it up to the universe. Tune in. Look at those belief systems that are becoming limited for you and work with them. Like I said, get with somebody, work with somebody, trace where they're coming from, work in that direction, at the same time using the tips and the tools that I've just given you. Hope everybody has a great day, rest of their week. I hope everybody is out there doing the PPA, the positive progressive actions, and staying in the positive mental attitudes. Please, please, please go out there, hit that like and subscribe, hit the notification bell too, because and then you're going to get some updates of when things come out, and hopefully things like this might ring a bell with you, and you may be able to get a good start on yourself and get that journey moving forward. I love each and every one of you. Stay the course. Namaste.